Hello and welcome to a 3S Company video on the Lord of the Rings the card game. I'm Joseph and today I'm doing something a little different. I am playing someone else's deck. That's Noldor Solo Deck by Tegyrius. I have this LOTR Deck Testing Ground blog that I've sorely neglected over the last year plus. But somebody's sent me a deck to look at for this blog and I've been playing it and writing a new post, and I thought I would play the deck live and share some of my impressions of the deck on YouTube here. So I'm going to play this against Into the Pit. Pretty easy, well, usually easy scenario, a nice testing scenario, although it can be pretty brutal. We'll see how it does. This is an interesting deck. It's the three siblings, sons and daughter of Elrond. Elrohir, Elladan, and Arwen. We have the Messenger of the King version of Elladan, which is a very nice combo. He gets the attack boost, he gets the readying, and he only costs 7 instead of 10 because his stats are different. And that +2 to his combat stats, which is already there at the beginning of the game, isn't factored into his stats. Yeah, he's 7. The rest of the deck is honestly a lot of just good stuff. Ally, we got just that these aren't necessarily thematic conclusions, but it's pretty well balanced. 2 cost, Elfhelm is interesting. That'll be good for this quest if I get him out. Furial is super good. Gleowine, Glorfindel, Eoreth, Mary. Some of these are just cheap utilities. Some of them are very strong. Treebeard, Westwood Traveler is interesting. I like that ally. Attachments, we got some ancestral armor for Elrohir. He's leadership and nope. Cloak of Lorien is a nice +1. A lot of single copies of cards, but there's some repetition and function, like the warning of the cloak. I got 1 Legacy Blade with 4 side quests. Lembas is good. Steed of Imladress is interesting. Arwen. We got Steward of Gondor, which I'm assuming is for Elrohir, but I'm not exactly sure. But no matter the case, if you get Elven Light and Steward of Gondor, you can kind of balance resources a little bit. Maybe you could put Steward on Arwen, actually. Card draws, Daeron's Runes. We're going to Idle as kind of a brute force card draw. You just thin your deck, so it's a 47 card deck because it does nothing except for draw your card. No doors at all. Good side quests. Usually the best side quests, really, for a generic deck. Grabbing one of these 5-cost allies would be great with Send for Aid. It's been working pretty well. I played it 3 or 4 times and haven't lost a game yet, but I've just been doing kind of the standard testing scenarios. I find with Trisphere, without any cost reduction for any allies, it can take a couple turns to get a good questing ally into play right away. So you have to rely on your 7 willpower you got, but luckily it's only 26 threat, which is pretty low considering the heroes you start with. So that's good. So let's give it a try. I have Elladan out here with his Messengers of the King and his resources. He's just a hero. This quest is a 3-stage quest, trying to get into the gate first. This can be hard, and you got to get over the Bridge of Khazad-dûm through the first hall. And then the second stage is a kind of an ambush. Orcs attack, you got to kill the leader of the ambush. And then the third stage, you have to quest out. You don't get any resources, if I recall correctly. 3 stages. The first stage can take a while. Threat really is pushed in this quest. Infamous Signs of Conflict, I think. Doom 2 Surge. And we have the famous Cave Torch, which is a really fun card. So, I have high willpower for my threat, which is good because you can get location lock before you even get to the east gate, because this has 7 progress on it to clear. So I think that should be a pretty good matchup. And it has orcs in it, so if I engage Orc, Elladan can ready, which would be a nice perk. He can quest and then attack back. So I'm going to draw a hand, then I'll read the quest card. One card that's sort of been missing, I usually look for in a deck like this is Light of Valinor. It's not in the deck. We're missing as much as I thought I would when I first looked at it. But I'm really looking for Elven Light. Without it, it can stall. Oh, there we go. This is a good hand. No allies, but a lot of good stuff going on. We got a defense buff. We got a side quest to go on. We got some card draw. We have cancellation, threat protection, and card draw. I love it. Okay, entering the mines. Search the encounter deck for Eastgate and Cave Torch. Put Eastgate into play as active location. And have the first player attach Cave Torch to a hero of his choice. Set first tall and Bridge of Khazad-dûm out of play. Shuffle encounter deck. This is an interesting location. 7 threat for some reason. It's immune to card effects, not even player card effects, so nothing can really affect it. You just quest through it. You cannot optionally engage enemies, and no engagement checks are made. So you can't really engage enemies through any normal means. There's an enemy that can engage you, but other than that. And after it leaves play, add first tall to the staging area. Victory 1. Alright. Flip it, and when revealed, reveal 1 encounter card per player added to the staging area. I'm going to shuffle this deck. And reveal a card. Crumbling Ruins. Each player must exhaust a character and discard the top card of his deck, if able. If the printed cost of the discarded card is equal or higher than the remaining hit points of the exhausted character, discard the exhausted character. Okay, so this is bad. I'm going to do Elra here because he has the most hit points, but I do have some 5 cost in here. Okay, 1. Survived. That could have been bad. There are some swingy cards in these early cycles. There's one infamous one in here too. Okay, we survived that. No threat. That's good. Turn 1. Alright, more card draw. Interesting. Let's put this out. That's free. Don't really need to put this out because he is exhausted anyway. I could just dig for some cards. So discard that. Draw 2 cards. Let's throw Glorfindel away. We can play him out of our discard. Let's discard this to give us... Well, I guess do a spirit resource and then immediately draw it. Gandalf. Too bad I lost that sneak attack. Okay, well, a lot of good stuff, but not stuff that I need right now. I can quest for 5. Let's just go ahead and quest. Okay, each enemy and location currently in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. +3 is a dark location. Players may exhaust a cave torch to cancel this effect. So this literally does nothing right now because I have nothing in the staging area. Good draw. So I get 5 progress. Well, that was uneventful first turn, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, got a Legacy Blade. Let's put out a Cloak of Lorien, I guess. Let's discard Elven Light and draw it back, which essentially draws me a free card. Furial, okay. Let's do this. Draw 2 cards. And then discard 1. That's good. And then pay to draw again. Just get a handful of cards. Give us some options. Steward of Gondor. Okay. I'm going to put that on Arwen. That'll just give us a lot of spirit. And then I can always drop 1 per turn on Elra here. Or Eladan. It'd be nice to get down Furial. Alright, well, that's nothing fancy going on. Let's just quest for 5 again. I can boost by 1 if I need it. See if we can just clear this out. Alright, when revealed, engages the last player. So this is the guy who can sneak out of the east gate and grab you. Good thing I left Elra here up. I do quest for 5 versus 0, which puts 2 here and 3 here. I'm going to play this, Elrond's Council, to increase that 1 more and reduce my threat by 3. Oh, I forgot to move my threat up 7 for him, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7 back down. So that's correct. So I finished Scout Ahead. That goes to the victory display. When it's defeated, I search the top X cards in the counter deck for one non-objective card worth no victory points. As in the victory display, put the remaining cards back in any order. X is 5. So let's look at the top 5 here. This is a very good start so far, really. All right, he's annoying. This is a really bad one. The shadow effect alone, +3 if it's a goblin, is horrible. But this is also a terrible one. But I think I'm going to get rid of this goblin tunnel. And then I'm going to put this as the shadow card. And then we could make for an easy turn. Oh, burning low. Yeah, that'll be an easy one next turn. And then he could be next, and then he could be the shadow card. So, shadow card, reveal, does nothing. Reveal. Actually, we're going to need a shadow card next turn, because there's no way we're going to kill this guy. So, shadow card, reveal. Shadow card, reveal. Okay, let's keep it that way. So that goes to the victory display. This goes to the victory display. We put the first hall into play. Raise your threat by 3 to travel here. We're going to go ahead and do that. It's a lot. And then I'm going to give him a mysterious shadow card. Defend for 4. And lo and behold, it is Watchful Eyes. Does nothing. Oh, he readies actually. I can attack back with him for 3, which does 1 damage. Alright, we know we're getting nothing for our reveal, so that's good. Let's do a little bit. Oh, wow. Darren's Runes with Elven Light is awesome. Draw 2 cards. Discard 1. Pay to bring it back. Play this. We have 5 resources. Let's just go crazy. Get a 6th resource. And then go ahead and play Glorfindel. For 5. Keep that resource so we can attack him for more. Let's put this on him. He's a hero. Now I guess +1 attack from the side quests we've cleared. Still have a test of will available. Not that we need it. We know what we got. Okay, good. All right, so we just need a quest for 2. So let's just send Arwen. Request. We reveal Burning Low. Each enemy in this location in the staging area. Nothing. So it does nothing. So you get 1 progress there. This goes to the victor display after it leaves play. Add the Bridget Cause of Doom to the staging area. Now this is an interesting one. I might not go to it right away. Well, it's the active location. Players cannot play cards. I like to play cards, especially with Elven Light right now. So I'm not going to travel there yet. I'm going to deal with this feller. So this should be the Skulker guy. So he's going to attack for 3. I should have 6 to kill him with. Shouldn't be a problem. So that is blank. Good. Goblin Scout. And then this is 7 damage or 6 attack. Dead. Alright. That Scout Ahead really set us up well. Next turn. Ooh, nice. Well, that is perfect. We know we're going to get a Goblin Scout. Or a Goblin Swordsman. He's 1 threat. So we need to just quest for 8. And that'll be good. play Elven Light. Card draw is going awesome. In fact, it's going well enough with all these Elven Lights. I might, instead of playing Wine, which is a very important card usually, I might save up for Furial. Let's put this out. There's some shadow cards that can make even the smallest of goblins pretty deadly. So now he's 5 defense. Save up for that. Let's call that good. Oh, let's go ahead and do that. So we need, what did we say? We needed 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knowing he will ready. We'll move it to this goblin. Okay. So, precisely clear this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reduce your threat by 5. His attack goes up by 1 for another side quest. We're going to reveal, engage him. He readies. He defends, and this is an unknown shadow card. There is a very bad shadow card in here. Okay, it is nothing. That's good. And then he attacks back for 5. Kills him. Alright, we're in a good place. Time to move to this next stage. But we still have 1 ally in play. Let's draw another card. Sneak attack. Now we have sneak attack Gandalf combo. And now we have Furial. 1, 2, 3, 5. A lot of spirit again. Let's discard a card and draw a card. So I paid a resource. And then the money will go here. Okay. Alright. All looking fine. Let's actually quest on the main quest. And that is 8. 8 versus 3. Let's go for 11. Okay, it's good to get rid of this. First player must discard 1 quested character controls if able. Cannot be cancelled. So, can't cancel it. Glorfindel is actually, I don't have to do that. I'm not going to cancel it. I'm going to discard it. When Furial commits to the quest, I look at the top card and I will discard it. Okay, that's much better. So 5 versus 11. 6 progress. Now I have a good trick here with my Westroad Traveler. Must exhaust a character to go here. We can do that. Now I have all of the progress I need. We just need to clear this. New turn. Let's do our steward first so I don't forget and double do it or something. Let's drop a card to give him a resource. Let's put him out. Put damage on him to keep him ready. Let's play this card from our discard pile. Okay. Let's play this just to make him crazy. And then we'll play the Westroad Traveler to swap these two. And then I still get my planning phase. And then jump on the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. So let's quest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That should be sufficient. Furial checks out this card and says, whatever, fine. I don't like it. But it's a known evil. So we get 7 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just extra. The Bridge of Khazad-dûm is in the victor display. We can't progress until it's in the victor display, so that quest stage is done. Goblin Patrol, no setup text, and then flip it over, and we got. When revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for one enemy of his choice and add to the staging area. One choice must be the patrol leader. If a patrol leader can be a vexing enemy. Where'd he go? There he is. So not a small guy, but not huge. 3/4, 3/4, and then this is the weird part. Forced before he's dealt damage, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is an enemy, cancel that damage. So he can't just stick around for a long time. Let's go to the Goblin Tunnel, because then... Oh, and over here, first, after enemies revealed from the counter deck, discard it instead of adding it to the staging area. So we get the ambush, but that's it. Makes it easier. If there are no enemies in play, immediately advance to the next stage of the scenario. Or we can put 11 down. Alright, so he's going to come down. Going to defend. +2 is back in the last player. I am 1 +2 for Dan being in play, +3 for Cloak, +4 for Do Deny Warning, +6, so I'm 7 defense, so no damage. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then when I'm going to deal him damage, which would be 5 damage, I discard a card. If it's enemy, it's not enemy. Alright, so this just is falling into my lap. There's no enemies in play. We move to the next stage. Away up. Again, no instructions on A. Heroes do not collect resources during the resource phase. If the players defeat the stage, they win the game. So now we're just questing out. Bit of a disappointment that the quest didn't give us more to work with. So I'm taking the resources from the resource phase off. Let's give ourselves a leadership resource. Let's give ourselves spirit resources. Okay, let's just... We need 12 +7. We're probably going to take 2 turns here. That's okay. All right. 4, 7, 10, 12, 15. Yeah, 15. Okay. Reveal Sigil Mineshaft. Okay, that's fine. Have some fun here. So, raise each player's threat by 1 to place a progress in Sigil Mineshaft. Let's do that twice. And then, let's use the Cave Torch. Exhaust Cave Torch to place up to 3 progress on a dark location. And then forced, after it exhausts, discard the top card of the encounter deck if that card is an enemy out of the staging area. So let's exhaust it. 3 progress. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. It is not an enemy. So we cleared it during the quest phase. Now we have 15 to 2. We get 13 progress, 7 here and 6 here. We can exhaust a character to travel here. Next turn. Take away our resources. Get spirit resources, which we have entirely too much of now. Draw spirit. That. Drop a card for a resource. And we should build a win here. We'll see. I could sneak attack Gandalf in to quest, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Furiol says, fine. First player attaches Watchful Eyes to one of his heroes. Condition attachment. If attached hero is exhausted at the end of the combat phase, reveal 1 card from the counter deck and add it to the stage. That is fine, because we can cancel it. And nothing happens. We have 13 to 0. So 4 here and 9 here. Winning the game. Alright, so that quest didn't put up much of a fight. The deck worked pretty well. I didn't get many allies in play very quickly, but I got my heroes to a place where they were working. Biggest boon was getting the Elven Light right away. Elven Light combined with Steward of Gondor meant I had more cards than I knew what to do with. Got my defender beefed up real good. Really good side quest to help me. I'm still at 30 threat. After into the 9th turn, got my attacker. Furial mitigated that nasty treachery. Glorfindel is a nice combo with Duran's Runes and Arwen. I can just throw them away and still use them. Westroad Traveler, really nice utility ally for avoiding that the worst travel effect. I had 2 sneak attack Gandalfs that I didn't even have to use because I didn't have anything to use them on. Had another more threat reduction, so I had plenty of everything I needed. Deck did great, partly because I didn't have to do too much combat early. I did get that follower and was able to finish him off pretty quick. The readying on Eladan, your attacker, is pretty helpful. Well, that was pretty easy, pretty simple. Deck did its thing. Get it in the video here and then try it against a more challenging quest. If you have any ideas for the deck list, you're welcome to drop them in the comments. Again, here is that deck list. All good stuff. One of the hesitations I have about it is there's so many one-ofs, but it's kind of fun to always be drawing something a little different. 3 Gandalfs, 3 Testicles and Duran's Runes, Sneak Attack, Idol, Steward of Gondor. So yeah, high-powered or thinning stuff. There's all 3. Other than that, 1s or 2s. Destroyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.